Friday Night Lights is a combination of timing and of what we as Kinetic set out to do in terms of extracting value from sports. You know, I've always tried to think of what the consumer wants, and in this case, it was the fan. So we brainstormed, and we came up with Friday Night Lights, which was basically a concept that the fan was the focal point of the basketball. Basketball was the platform, but we needed to find something where the fans interacted at every level with their favorite players, with celebrities, socialites, and it sort of became one big happy place. You know, in order for anything to grow, there has to be a commercial aspect to it. The government really, you know, as far as I'm concerned, all the government really needs to do is to create a platform. And by that I mean, one, improve facilities or build facilities, and make sure that at a grassroots level in schools, the game is played. So you have a factory of sorts producing athletes, and in this particular case, basketball players. Well, FNL, you know, the biggest challenge I faced at first was trying to convince corporate Uganda that this could actually work. I think our first year we maybe raised 15 million Ugandan shillings, which is equivalent of like now $4,000, you know. So as Kinetic, we had to invest in the project, and the biggest challenge is trying to grow the experience, you know. Year on year, people expect more and more and more. It's a warm-up to the league. So it's a time for the basketball fan to get involved. During a structured league, the most they can do is watch and clap. They can't really do much, and maybe follow their team on Facebook or social media, but there is no opportunity other than FNL for them to come really close to the sport they love, because they spend all season clapping, but now you're giving them the opportunity to play. So, you know, I think that's a great thing about Friday Night Lights. I always thought that FNL had the capability to grow across Africa, you know, simply because of the fan involvement. When we started FNL, basketball, as you see today, in Uganda wasn't as, I wouldn't say popular, but there weren't as many eyes on set, you know. But now, you know, there's a lot of people watching basketball, and I think that if we can take this model and replicate it across Africa, you know, it'll be wonderful. You know, it'll be a chance for fans to interact with players, and maybe it'll be a trigger in other countries to get that love that the Ugandans have for basketball.